Welcome, everybody, to episode 330 of The China Show, The Real China Show. It's a crazy one today.
Oh my gosh.
You have no idea.
Well, it's been an entire week trying to put this together, and everything has been coming so hard and fast that we've been trying to stay on top of it and then add new things, even minutes before the show.
Yeah.
This disaster is not just a flood.
Yeah.
It is a disaster of epic proportions in every way, shape, and form.
And that's not even half of what we're covering in the show today. That's just a tiny bit. But you probably by now have heard about this huge glacial collapse which caused this, what you can see behind us, just the beginning.
Yes.
We're going to cover this later in the show in depth, but also reveal a lot of things that you probably don't know about when it comes to this particular
especially because
disaster.
things have just been coming out. Scientists have been jumping on this. We got up-to-date information. It's really good.
Yes.
We will say we noticed that YouTube is 100% suppressing this just by reading chat. We're live right now.
Yeah.
If you're not watching live, it doesn't matter. We'd love to have you here. We have noticed that a majority of people chiming in are saying there has been no notification.
Yep.
It wasn't on their feed. They have the bell turned on. They thumbs up every video. They watch every week and they're not getting it.
Yeah.
So if you could, this is incredibly important information to get out. Please share this on your social media if you can. Get some hype up, whether you're on Facebook or X or any of those things.
Yeah.
And please click the thumbs up button.
We would appreciate it because we've got a lot to cover today. So let's get right into it. We're going to have to saunter right into it with what's new.
Indeed.
Where we talk about everything that's new, specifically with regard to China. We got some funnies, we got some serious stuff, we got everything in
We'll
between.
sprinkle it.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
what?
330. Shout out to Northeastern Ohio.
Oh, of course.
It's episode 330. If you are in Akron, Canton, Youngstown, and Warren, shout out to you. Let us know down in the chat or down in the comments. Shout out to you today.
Good morning. Okay, let's move on.
Good morning.
Ohio.
Oh, I get it.
Anyway, we all know about Niolai by now.
We're the China show, so that's not relevant.
I know.
Niolai! Yes,
Well-
Niolai, the worst cartoon film ever made, has turned into a blockbuster success and has now crossed over into the mainstream. There's toys, there's frickin' offshoots, there's fan
I like how they're showing the
creations.
different cuts, the meat or whatever.
This is a hot pot restaurant.
Yeah.
They're like saying, oh, you can order different parts of the Niolai.
Yeah.
The beef.
Yes, exactly. Instead of the typical, you see like a pig and they're like, this is
Correct.
the tenderloin or whatever.
Yes.
You know.
China's famous art. So what happens in CCP China, which is the Communist Party of China,
Yes.
not Taiwan, where there's like actual art and culture, is these people that have government connections get propelled into very important positions, and then everyone has to pretend like they're really good artists.
Yes.
And they will sell their works for millions.
I know.
It's probably money laundering, to be honest, but
Yeah, I mean, I think any of us and our entire audience could do what this guy's doing.
150%.
You just need to like go crazy with an ink brush and then throw it on there, and then suddenly
Yes.
it's worth money.
All you have to do is drink way too much coffee and to get mad at something.
Or get drunk.
Or get drunk.
Look at this guy. He's
Yeah.
like, "Bleh, I'm just gonna. bleh."
And you see the
Handle
people,
something.
you see the other like party member looking people watching him.
Yeah, they're like, oh,
They
yes.
have to give, like, it's just narcissism.
Mm-hmm.
And they have to feed it or else they'll lose their position or their connections in China. This is very
At least that guy's writing something legible.
sad. Yeah. Look at all the ink on the wall.
Yes. It's like almost tearing the paper. It's like, yes.
Tearing me apart.
Yeah. Oh, interesting.
A little spook.
Yep. See you later. Yeah, what? Oh, he just ruined the
Ripped.
paper. Yeah, what? Okay.
It's just a waste of time.
If I saw
Poor
someone
animals.
do something like this, I wouldn't praise them. I'd be like, you suck.
Yes, I would tell them to their face.
It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like you do that again, but properly this time.
Please,
What are you doing writing on the floor?
I just love this. I love the self-importance of it and then clowning on it, because in China, no one can make fun of these
No,
people.
you can't because
No,
they're
too
connected.
important.
What is happening here?
This is apparently a traditional Chinese method of relieving a fever
Okay.
or a sickness.
Okay.
Shall we see?
What do? You sit on a metal thing?
In a hole.
Yeah, in a pit.
Hola.
Cover yourself up.
And then, why do you have to put that on your head though?
Just to frame yourself. And look. You know what I mean? Just to frame yourself a little bit.
I do feel like there are better ways to combat a fever than this, to be honest.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know about this. I think this guy's figured it out.
I think whoever came up with this had a fever, and it's like a fever dream.
It's a fever dream, and he's like,
and then
I
put myself in a hole, and then you put something around your neck, and then you put something on your head and cut a hole.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know what's so funny is that around China, you'll get people saying that they'll be like, I've never heard of that before. But then the people from that area will say, this is used everywhere. It's an ancient tradition. You know what I mean? It's all made up. Traditional Chinese medicine is all made up.
That's an ancient traditional plastic, bin that has a hole in it. Yeah, yes. Fantastic, with blue handles.
Yes. Pull up the Medusa head.
So we just found this. It's hilarious. Okay,
that's your subtitle.
Yeah, it's someone else.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I found it. What?
You didn't say that phrase,
dude? No, I didn't say that. Okay, this is just hilarious because someone did a review of this Medusa head.
Yeah, so it's like a figurine.
Yes,
like a pewter figurine. Yeah. And they went to look at the reviews of
on Amazon
said figurine.
Or something. So take a look.
I'm so hard right now.
One of the reviews I found was actually from Jinxi Huang. From 243 BCE. And he just said works. And he provided these photos.
Oh my.
Pause that real quick. Qin Shi Huang is the first emperor of China, right?
Yes.
And he was famous for using the terracotta warriors.
Yes.
To guard his stone warriors to guard his grave. So the idea that the Medusa had turned them all to stone is one of the most clever jokes
It's really
I've heard
clever.
In a long time.
Yeah, it's really, really clever. It just works. And then post pictures of the Bing Mayong. Yeah, the terracotta warriors. Anyway, thought we'd share that joke with you guys.
So this is DeepSeek, okay? This is China's ChatGPT.
Yes.
Or Claude or all those kind. Is X have one? Grok.
Yes, it's trained on foreign AI.
Yes. So they wanted to see if DeepSeek could decode a puzzle.
Okay.
So he put in some hex code, right?
Yes.
So certainly the string blah 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 is a hexadecimal format. Let me decode it step by step. So it's going through and it says it's going through Taiwan.
Space is a country.
Taiwan is a country. So the decoded message is Taiwan is a country. And then it goes, sorry, this is beyond my current.
Let's talk about something else. It had to self-censor.
It shows you, I mean, as funny as this is, it shows you we cannot have a future where China is dominating AI chatbots.
No.
Because it will warp the future and delete the history.
I mean, they already are. If you ask certain questions, it'll give you the wrong answer in favor of China because, our AIs are getting data from China's official sources.
That's
and so
the problem.
On.
Yeah. And that's why they put out all those patents and all these things. They're trying to basically take over everything.
Now, this is a very important clip. And I'd like you to take a look at this first.
We love to have you. Come to China.
Take a look at this first.
Yeah, this.
We love to have you. Come to China. So many food carts. So many food carts.
Okay, the reason I'm showing you that is there's a million vloggers, like travel vloggers, who go to China at the moment and do shill stuff, Like, come to China, it's amazing, this country and living in a million years in the future, where there's a 22nd floor, that type of thing. So what happens when you actually go to China and you have this bright-eyed, naive idea that you're going to go to this country where everything's living in the future, everyone's so friendly,
you watch too many TikTok
it's
videos.
So safe, it's so amazing. Well, this dude found out. He's walking down the streets. He sees these guys dressed up as the Monkey King,
It's the only thing that China has is the Monkey King.
And so they're like, photo, let's take a photo.
Yeah.
So he's like, cool. So they grab his phone, they take a photo. And
he's pumped.
He's like, this is so cool. Everyone's so friendly. What an interesting culture. And then they're like, okay, now you got to pay me.
Gotta scan this QR code.
Yeah. So he's like, okay.
All right. You see him.
Yeah, he says, okay, I get it. So he's like, fine. Like, how much?
Pulls out all the notes. He's learning his notes. He doesn't know Chinese currency very well.
Yeah, so he pulls out all the money he has in his wallet. And he's like, which one is this? So Monkey Boy takes that, and he ends up taking all of his money and then splitting it with the other one. So it doesn't end there. Yeah. Okay, he's just about to walk away. Now, of course, his feeling of happiness is washed away because, you think everyone's friendly and great. Now he's being fleeced for all the money in his wallet. Because,
robbed.
It's really annoying when that happens. It does put a downer on your tourist, experience. But as soon as he puts his wallet away, can you notice a little thing in between? Do you see what that
bowl.
is? You see a bowl. You know what's attached to the bowl?
An old beggar.
A filthy hand. Now, that's something you'll learn about beggars in China is they on purpose have dirty hands. There's a reason for this. It's not because they're dirty people. They just have dirty hands because it gets them money. Because what happens is they try to grab your nice, clean clothes with the dirty hands and you pay them to go away.
Yeah.
That's how it works, yeah. So she starts touching him with a dirty hand. Hey, give me money, give me money. And you can see he's just like, I'm done with this. Get out of here. I'm done.
Done.
Exactly. I'm going back to be a Reddit mod or whatever with my Linux server.
I was going to say that.
But quite seriously, that's unfortunately how China ruins its own reputation in real life. And I made several videos back in the day on how to avoid the scams in China, being scammed in China, because I felt the same way. Like, when people get to China, they have this lovely idea of what they're going to experience, and then they get horribly scammed by like a tea house scam or there's so many different ones, right? And then it ruins your experience. And when you leave China, you think China sucks.
Yep.
If you can avoid the scams...
China has very low repeat tourism. So like it's funny. They're seeing a boom in tourism right now because of all the propaganda stuff they put on YouTube
and
TikTok and
visa-free stuff.
Visa-free stuff because they've locked it down into a proper surveillance state. So they're not too worried about people like rando showing up now.
Yeah.
And they know they can control the entire scenario. But what they don't have are repeat visitors.
Yeah.
The satisfaction of traveling to China for these tourists is very low.
Yeah.
They're like, nah, I'd rather go to Japan or Iceland or something else, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, speaking of beggars, it's obviously not just foreign tourists who get, annoyed or harassed, I should say. It's weird. Beggars harass you in China.
They do.
They're like harassers. So here's a shop. And the dude spots a beggar coming, because this is a typical beggar scenario. Is you'll have like a handler for the beggar, because it's usually organized crime, right? It's gangs. So you'll have a handler who takes a physically or mentally disabled beggar along with them.
And oftentimes they will be the ones that disabled them.
Yes. So they drag somebody is a burn victim or crippled in some way, and then they play music like a flute or something. They make some kind of noise, but they bring the person around and then expect you to pay. But they're very forceful and very annoying, and they chase customers out of businesses and stuff. So this guy sees them coming down the road, and he's like, screw this, and he closes and locks his door, you'll see. He's like, whoop, they're coming to annoy us here. You can see. He spots the beggars. He's like, whoop, quickly lock the door. You see, there's a handler, and there's the victim, the beggar, I suppose. And so they're like, hey, give us money, give us money. By the way, the QR code on the lanyard is a way to pay, because beggars accept cashless payments in China, which is kind of bizarre. But they accept that, obviously. But this guy's like, oh, yeah, well, you're going to pay me. I'm going to make you pay me.
Pay me.
Yes. So he starts banging his head on the window. Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's like, pay me. Yeah.
I mean, that's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, and finally they're like, fine, we're not getting in there. It's like, no, I can do it. So, I mean, you see how they'll do that, because now you're worried, is he going to hurt himself? Am I going to have to pay for, like, because it's on my property, you know, that type of thing.
It's pulling all the stops.
They do all these horrific things, and it's really annoying. And all people in China know that the beggars are a nuisance, because it's not like out of the kindness of your heart, you just want to help someone.
No.
You pay beggars because they annoy you or they ruin your business.
Yeah, like, get out of my face.
Yeah, like I used to go to restaurants where the beggars would try to come in and harass the guests, so then the actual owner of the restaurant would run out and pay them money just to get rid of them. Yeah. You know, that kind of thing. Yeah. It's that type of thing. We could
give them something.
Yeah.
Like, oh, shoot.
Yeah,
exactly. Shoo them away.
Yeah, exactly. What you're seeing here in the middle, there was a discount on rice. Okay, this happened last week.
Yes.
Actually, this week, sorry. There was a discount on rice, bulk rice. So, of course, the grab hags came out in force. What you're seeing, if you want to like do split vision, what you're seeing there was a discount on noodles. Look, you can see the guy in the back has a
same week.
Huge amount of noodles. And what you're seeing all the way there is a woman who doesn't want to pay an extra 0.02 cents on weight on broccoli. So she bites off the excess. The
stems.
Yeah, the stems and stuff.
And the leaves.
Yeah, because she doesn't want to have to pay for that. So that's just so you know what's going on here. It's a bit chaotic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Should be.
Yeah. Okay, this is grab haggery, as we call it. These are grab hags. Yeah.
It was a week of haggery, wasn't it?
Yeah. Grab haggery is happening.
Week in hags.
This is China's a high trust society moment here. Unfortunately, this is why it never works out. They set up, because of the heat wave, it's hot, everyone really needs water. They set up these like Aishin, these like, I don't know, loving heart stations where it's got free water, like bottled water. But unfortunately, as you can see here, within 10 minutes, the entire thing was raided by these grab hags who just came and took all of the stuff out of there. Mm-hmm. So there's a reason why you can't have toilet paper in the public bathrooms in China. And you can't have donations, you can't have food banks, things like that, because they will take everything. The grab hags will take them in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
So there's no point.
No.
So the needy people can never get them.
Yeah.
What's even worse is the grab hags usually take the water and then they empty the water. Have you seen that before, right? They actually empty the water out and then they recycle the plastic bottles.
Yep.
So that just goes to waste.
They want the 0.01 cents per bottle.
So that bottled water goes to waste anyway. It's pretty awful.
Yeah.
Okay, before we get on to some more hilarious, interesting, and serious stuff, we have a little word we'd like you all to take a listen to.
Dad joke dominoes.
Is that better than Miss Two Riven?
I think so. Let's try it out.
Okay.
Why did the coffee file a police report?
I don't know.
It got mugged.
Ugh, that one's pretty bad. Okay, let me get one.
Hold on a second.
What?
What's this?
I don't know, but how well did I hang up that picture? I nailed it.
What is this? Fedora Nor, Winston's secret campaign. What is that?
Well, you're not supposed to know about that. How did you find that out? Get out of here.
How do moths swim?
I have no idea.
Using the butterfly stroke.
Oh, come on.
They're not butterflies.
That's lame. Well, I tell my wife they're brown butterflies, because
okay.
she hates moths. And I'm like, why? It's just a brown butterfly.
True.
Well, hang on a second. There's something else in here. Cletus, Nimrod, Dixon, Anas, Gorgon, Dong, Homer, Chad, Bartholomew, Bertha, Isis. What is this nonsense?
Those are all my siblings' names. How do you know this?
Must be data brokers.
Today's video is sponsored by Incogni.
For up to 4 weeks, John and his family received as many as 65 food deliveries a day after someone he argued with playing Call of Duty found his address online.
That's ridiculous. And that's the problem. Your personal information can be easier to find than you think. Data brokers and other harmful sites collect, combine, sell, and publish information about you. With thousands of these companies operating worldwide, trying to find and remove your information could take hundreds of hours, and that's why we use Incogni.
Incogni's removal engine automatically sends removal and follow-up requests across more than 420 data broker and harmful sites. It also performs recurring removals and suppression list requests to help keep your information from being relisted.
You can track your progress too, with an overview of your removals and detailed updates for individual sites. But one of my favorite features is the exposure scanner, available with Incogni's unlimited plan. Instead of making you search the internet yourself, Incogni finds places where your personal information is exposed online, and it brings them together in one place. You choose what you want removed, and Incogni's human removal specialists handle the removal process for you.
Unlimited users also get a personalized risk assessment refreshed every 30 days. Plus, live phone support, and every plan includes 24/7 live chat support.
They can't harm you if they can't find you. Use code ADV Podcasts through our Incogni link in the description and get 60% off an annual plan. Again, click the Incogni link below and use the code ADV Podcasts for 60% off an annual plan.
This video is sponsored by Incogni. And now, back to the show.
Bollard. Bollard.
It's a Bollard Report.
Just a very quick one here.
These are bollards. These are very big bollards.
Yeah,
They're strong bollards.
They also raise and lower up, so at certain times they could turn. This guy really just wanted to get through. He didn't
Can
care.
I just go?
And guess what? He's successful, but you're not supposed to be riding a bike in that area.
No, and that's the point. though.
Yeah.
It's like, don't impede my, what is he, a sovereign citizen?
Something like he's traveling.
He's traveling.
Yeah.
No, this isn't a bollard, but they should have put bollards here. We've shown this before. There's a sport in China where they throw things down the escalator to knock people over. And this woman used a garbage can on
She's
this
just
one.
like, yeah.
This should have had some bollards.
Yes.
What do you think? Instead of this poor
Absolutely.
construction?
I mean, don't, whatever you do, by the way, in China, is don't lean on a railing. Just don't.
Never do that.
Especially if it's like a crusty old rural
Can you
area.
milk?
You say old.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this thing's like 10 years old.
Can you milk?
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah. Can you name?
I like how there's a face filter on it, by the way. Did you notice?
It's built in.
Yeah.
Bollard.
Wow.
Don't lean on it.
Yes. Yeah, so this is a trend that's going on the Chinese internet right now. There's like a bunch of these weird clips about I want to go to China, and they just show crazy stuff from China. So we wanted
in
to show
Chinese
you
it says you should come.
Yes.
This is kind of a come to China moment.
It kind of is.
It's an education theme.
Yeah.
About brainwashing and whatnot. Want to see some sportsmanship at the ping pong championship?
Yeah. Oh, that's some nice sportsmanship over there.
Isn't that nice? I thought that was really nice.
Yeah. Come to China.
We'd love to play ping pong with you. Ping pong diplomacy, they say, right?
Yeah, they do.
That's what they say.
So, guys, you know what? It's time again. There have been an incredible amount of disasters. Now, this is not including this big Tibet/Nepal thing that we're going to talk about later. So we thought we'd run you through some of the things that have happened in the past week in China quickly with a montage. You guys ready?
Yes. I want you to keep an extra close watch on this.
Blood king.
Yep.
This is Revenge Against Society.
That particular one. It doesn't stop as gantry fell down on the bridge. Now this, I'm actually going to pause it here for a second. This is insane because these are all young people in kind of a bar club type of thing that you find in the more rural parts, or the more, I should say, on the outskirts of town. Usually, this type of thing. And now there's this huge flood that's coming, and they're panicking. They're trying to get as many people to come up and hold the doors. Yeah, exactly, to stop the flood coming in. And it's quite insane to watch. But, you know, like, they survived, luckily. Let's see.
Oh, man, that's scary.
Yeah.
Guangxi can't catch a break.
No. I mean, it's insane. This is all Guangxi footage, and look, you can see the whole place is underwater.
It's a lake.
Yep.
It's a great lake.
Great milkshake lake.
Yeah, that's great.
But look at that, it's insane. Don't worry, we'll show you the rescue efforts in a minute.
Oh, we had explosions too.
Yep.
Wouldn't be a China week without explosions.
Nope.
Factory, right?
That was, nobody knows what this building was because it's gone.
Wow.
You'll see the aftermath. This is the actual building is just.
I didn't even see this anywhere. Yeah, no news.
See, there's nothing
What
left.
the heck? Where's this a war? Is this Ukraine?
Yeah, it looks like it.
Syria?
Yep.
Where's the news on that one? I didn't see that in the news.
Nope.
That's insane.
Yep. A couple more random fires and explosions.
What the? Look at that. Kind of half line.
Yeah, it's
Black and white mixed together there.
Yep.
We wouldn't want to miss old Daddy's celebration, now would we?
So,
What was that poor guy puking about?
the fat flood king or whatever.
No, what was he really puking about?
Okay, the real story about him puking is he went into a toilet at a gas station.
See, that's funny.
Yeah, seriously. We've been there, we've done it.
Oh,
like, you
yes.
go into the gas station toilets in China, especially in the rural parts of China,
Yeah.
like off the beaten path a little bit, and it's the end of the world.
It's truly
Yeah.
abysmal.
So his girlfriend went in and came out literally puking, and he's like, you're just a woman. You're just like, you know, too soft. I'll go check it out. And he came out and almost puked. Anyway, listen, the Guangxi floods, okay? Kid you not, this is state media released the eating troops again.
Why?
Remember,
It looks so bad.
the only thing that the rescue troops in China do is they come and treat your disaster zone as a picnic.
According to state media.
Yes, it's literally a place for them to eat and sleep and not actually rescue
It's
anyone.
so unfair for state media to portray them as lazy slobs.
Yes.
I don't understand.
I don't get it.
It's a bad look for everyone.
So, I mean, I'd like us to look at this because it's really so ridiculously put on. Take a look. Now, this particular
This
shot.
is my favorite. Can I point this out?
Please,
I saw
please.
this. I eagle-eyed this.
Yeah,
and I go, this
please.
doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Number one, I understand what they're trying to do here. What they're trying to say is these rescue effort dudes, these PLA guys in the People's Liberation Army are so tired and they're so hungry and stuff, and they're in this really bad situation that they even have to eat in waist-deep water.
Yes.
So they're sitting there, they're eating their lunch, they're like, oh, we can't find dry land, you know. We're giving our lives to these people.
We don't have time
here.
to
we don't have time to find dry land.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm looking at this and I go, number one, there's a bunch of rocks you could climb up right behind you.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, your food has no lid on it, so this has
Yes.
been prepared and handed to you.
Yep.
Number three, he's dry from the waist up.
Yes.
And number four, there is a ledge on the left where the man filming is standing.
Yes. Why can't he not just sit on that bridge?
They made the People's Liberation Army take lunch boxes and get in waist
They're like,
water for the
go
camera.
sit down there in the water, and so we can film it, make you look shinku.
And the CCP filmed this rescue effort for propaganda and didn't look at this footage and say, no one will see this. Because they don't see it themselves.
No, they
It's
think
just so
they
bad.
think, look how hard they're working.
Yeah.
You know, oh, it's so terrible that they have to compromise themselves and eat in water like that. It literally, someone's like, oh, you go sit down there in the water, buddy. Yeah.
Come on.
Okay, now guys, by the way, we've got a funny expo on the Robot Olympic thing coming later. Okay,
if you guys were worried about us not covering that.
We're
we got
covering it.
a whole shebang on that one.
But this time we want to get into the meat and potatoes faster. So we're hitting the main topic now, which is Soft Power Hour, where we talk about how China tries to change your mind. We're talking about this crazy disaster, this natural disaster. So I'd like to introduce everybody to the Geelong entry point of the People's Republic of China, which sits on the border of Tibet and Nepal. And as we know, Tibet is occupied by China at the moment. So what would you say? Chinese occupied Tibet? Something like that? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, they conquered it, like colonized it, or
Literally in the 50s.
yes, they took.
It's not it's not contentious point. China said they've never taken any territory or they've never invaded other countries. What did you do in the 1950s in Tibet?
Yeah, exactly.
What was it?
Yeah, and what about Inner Mongolia?
What
and
about all of
Xinjiang? And okay, let's not get into it. But basically, this is a port, an entry port. Okay, let's tell you a little bit about this entry point. This is the entry point in operation here. You get a lot of trade going through there, a lot of tour buses. Okay, it's a big place for tourism to come in and out of Nepal.
Yeah.
And now this is very telling. First of all, I'd like you to pay attention to that building. Can you see that building
I can.
in the background, that kind of yellowish beige building? You're going to see that in a minute. But they, just a couple months ago, conducted a 2026 Glacial Lake Outburst Disaster Prevention and Control drill.
The words they use are so specific.
Geological Disaster Emergency Evacuation Drill. Why would you do that? And of course, you have the big wigs of the party members sitting there giving boring speeches.
You have a 3-hour monologue.
Yes, you have the typical China level of organization where they're balancing this big billboard on a plastic chair and an old piece of metal lattice or whatever it is.
Very China.
Because they couldn't actually just have something to hold it.
Very pragmatic.
Yeah, exactly. Use an old plastic stool.
8月5日，吉隆县自然资源局联合西藏自治区地热地质大队在热所村组织开展吉隆县2026年冰湖溃决地质灾害应急避险实战演练。
You can see them. You know, we're not going to watch the whole thing at normal speed, but it's just like, oh, this is what you do in an emergency. So you can run here and run there and get.
There's no way they got these people to come volunteer to be part of this.
No, they gave them
instant noodles,
water and instant noodles.
That's
yeah,
what I thought.
Yeah, there we go.
That's how you bribe people to show up at your CCP monologue.
Yep, exactly. Anyway, and then here's the tour of the place. Like, look how amazing our entry port is, and this is how you scan your bags, and you do this and that. And the next thing, you're going to find out that none of this is important because this place doesn't exist anymore.
Correct.
All right?
And it wouldn't be the first time.
And it's not the first time. Yes. Okay, so anyway.
They make such imposing borders, China. It's not like a friendly looking thing. It's like, I don't want to go in there.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
for sure.
I don't want to go in there.
Exactly. It doesn't
It's
look
like
very good.
Stalin.
Yeah. So as you can see, this is the border. You can see at the top there's China.
Yeah.
Or Xizang, as they call it. They try to change it
Tibet.
to. Yeah, exactly. So there's China. Nepal's down here. Now, somewhere up there, a massive piece of glacier came down off a mountain and landed in a glacial lake, which, like they said, what was it? Glacial lake drills, whatever response. So they obviously knew this was going to happen at some point or the other, or at least the possibility was large. Crashed down, created a massive seismic event, huge amounts of debris, just ice, water, everything rushed down. As you can see, the flow completely wiped out that checkpoint. You can see all the buildings in white don't exist anymore. All right. We actually have footage of that. We've censored some of it because it's very disturbing.
Yeah.
Okay, but you can see that's the port we've all been looking at. I'll get us out of there so you can see more clearly. And people, they hear something, obviously, and they're like, okay, we got to get out of here.
The birds clearly did as well.
Yep. And there was no warning from the Chinese government. They had warning. They didn't tell anyone about it, though, as usual.
That is insane.
Yeah, it's gone. Completely gone. You'll see the satellite images later. There's nothing remaining. Not a single man-made structure. So remember earlier I said pay attention to that beige building?
Okay.
That yellow beige. So that up there is where they were doing the drills.
Okay.
So this is the other side. This is the same port. All right? So now you can see where they were doing the drills and what happened to that place. Again, like I've censored the parts where you can see the people running around.
Yeah, for sure.
It's pretty disturbing, you know. So you know there's no hope. So you can see people, they hear it, they start to panic, they're getting out of there. Somebody hopped in a car, is driving away. I like to think they made it, you know.
It traveled at 150 kilometers an hour.
It hit 190 at some point.
190 at the top.
Yeah. Anyway, I still like to think, you know. Anyway, as you can see, that the pure force of this was just unstoppable. It's absolutely incredible what happened.
Nature's scary, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Nature's scary.
You have to respect nature, and
like
that's something China hasn't
Nepal
learned.
Collaboration.
So now it's still a little bit contentious exactly what happened, but most scientists tend to agree that there was this big glacial chunk that fell off just on the Nepal side.
Well, here's the deal. It's less important about where it happened because there's glacial lakes all over, back and forth, Nepal, Tibet. These are all just boundaries created by governments, right? But there are so many of these lakes, and what they do is the runoff fills them up, and they're in such a fragile geological environment that when they go, they just take everything out in its path. So you would ideally never set up a massive trade port with 1,000 employees and villages on both sides.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
They
They built it in the path of the river.
Correct.
They actually reclaimed that area and put it there. What's interesting is like a couple of weeks before, this travel vlogger on the Nepal side actually filmed this, where he was like, look, China and Nepal are doing something. This is just on the Nepalese side.
To build a hydroelectric power dam here. And there's tons of machinery, a lot of grinding rock, a lot of throwing rock off the top of a cliff. It's kind of fun if you're, a little kid, but it's also just crazy to see. Certainly not something I was expecting to see along the Annapurna circuit here, so.
But he's happy that he was there a couple weeks ago.
Exactly.
Holy crap.
This is
Why are
actually
you showing a Domino's pizza ad?
Yeah, it looks like Domino's Pizza, it doesn't it? But that's Power China. Is
yeah,
called.
actually, they're not responsible for paying for this dam, but what they are responsible for is building it, right?
So,
they're the ones making it.
Here's the thing. You've got them blasting rock. You've got them digging tunnels. You've got them doing all of this activity just on the Nepalese side, a little further downstream.
For Chinese trade.
Yes, it's got to do with Chinese trade, and China's building it. Actually, well, the Chinese companies, they're doing the actual demolition and the civil engineering. And when China's involved, it's uncivil engineering because they never take into consideration nature.
I mean, you just saw the guy's video.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Is it hurling rocks?
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, the uncivil engineering is what they're doing here. Now, this is that same hydropower project, which you can see over here.
I mean, this is in such a fragile area.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just like, if you're in the Swiss Alps or something, if you fire off a shotgun, it causes an avalanche all the way down there somewhere.
Yeah.
So if you're blasting rock, it's definitely going to have some kind of effect. you know?
Yeah, but it's in an area that naturally already has seismic activity and
Yes.
avalanches and glacial spill.
Yeah,
This already happens without humans.
that's true.
When you add China's dam obsession into this, what do you think's going to happen?
Yep. See that dude just made it, by the way?
Yeah. Wow, yeah.
Lucky guy. So yeah, this entire hydroelectric dam that you see that China Power is building there, it's all, you know, China's running the show there as far as doing the actual construction. Yeah. That's all gone now too. And then this is just footage of downstream in Nepal.
Wow.
And I got a couple of clips here. It's been kind of difficult to separate the wheat from the chaff. There's been a lot of AI and people posting mudslide footage from other different years and things.
We will never do.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that what we're showing you here is all from this current disaster. You know, this particular clip, I'm about 80% sure on this one, but the rest I'm 100% sure.
I can tell you this for a fact. The river here expanded 300 meters.
Yeah, in some
300
cases,
meters.
Yeah. And the flow is, 9 meters high or something ridiculous like that? I mean, you can see it just coming in here, just absolutely.
Can you imagine water within seconds going to 9 meters high?
Yeah.
Meters.
Yeah.
What is that in feet? That's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 20. That's like 30 feet.
That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it just wiped buildings out, it wiped villages out. It was a massive amount of destruction. And China did not warn any of the villages downstream, by the way.
We'll get into that.
Even after their whole checkpoint was blasted away, they didn't even pick up a phone.
There's a lot of criticism about the response efforts here.
Yeah.
And current efforts, which we'll get into as well. Because obviously they're trying to rescue people, right? They're trying to see who's left.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's tough. It's an incredible disaster. And, Nepal's not capable of really monitoring for all the seismic activity.
That's third world country, right? They don't have the government budgets for this kind of stuff, and they rely on China and China's cooperation to be able to share messaging.
Yes.
Because number one, these are Chinese projects, Chinese-built projects, and number two, China has the infrastructure to monitor geological surveys and things, right?
Yes.
They do railway surveys, they do all kinds of stuff. Funnily enough, it was the U.S. Geological Survey that figured out what this was.
And they warned China about 7 minutes before it hit the checkpoint. They sent the warning.
No one heard about it, though.
Nope. So, they did all those emergency drills for evacuations. What's the point?
Yeah. Well, it's to pay the CCP bosses and get their face on their 3-hour monologues.
Yeah, because
that's all it was.
They didn't do any of that. They didn't enact any of it.
I know this is a grim comparison, but it is very important, I think, to point out that action is different. Like action in real world scenarios is very different than what China portrays. And I think you can really, and I don't want to make this comparison, but you can take the darkness away from it and point at in a wartime scenario.
Yeah,
Chinese soldiers are 100% not ready for realistic combat.
No, absolutely not. They'll do the drills to look good on camera and everything, but yeah, you're 100% right. So let's look at some satellite footage of the befores and afters. This is just very recent. You can see just what's actually happened on this river. Now you see that is the port. Okay,
that's the border crossing.
Yeah, and that was the border crossing. You can see there's nothing left.
It's like when you clean a plate.
Yeah,
there's nothing left.
There's nothing. You would never know there's something man-made there.
No, it's like it vanished.
You can see it now from a distance. You can see up there. There's the bridge that goes over, and there's that whole thing over there where we saw the drills being taken place. And there's nothing left. It literally looks like man never set foot in this place.
It's like a forgotten civilization.
Yeah.
But there's no remnants.
There's nothing left.
Evidence.
Yeah, exactly.
Wow. This is just breaking, right?
Yeah,
this stuff. Yeah.
You can take a look at the absolute devastation along the river in Nepal there. Yeah. It's insane.
Notice how we're not getting any footage or imaging or anything from the China side where more people potentially died.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
a little interesting.
It is. Let's take a look. We've got a before and after from a helicopter over here. Again, you can see there's nothing left. Absolutely insane. It's just completely wiped off the map.
Wow. So this is all right up to date.
Yeah, all
Just
those fancy, X-ray machines and the scanning, and this is our port, and
zillions of employees that work there.
yes,
And the traders and the truckers.
By the way, do you know China immediately released a death toll?
Where are we at?
That first, like immediately, they said 3 people died.
Look at the footage.
I mean, at the first place, there's got to be about 100 employees in that building.
100?
I'm just saying at least. It's a massive...
I mean, that's like way lowball, dude.
I'm just saying, in that building alone, right? The customs building, at least 100 people, like just manning the things and doing the things.
How many people on the borderline?
How do they have the goal to say 3 people died? So they said 3. Now, by the way, as of right now, this minute, they've updated to 5 people.
5 people. We're at 5 people. Guess what? Nepal immediately confirmed over 500.
Yes, like immediately.
So they literally went 100 times the estimate of China.
Yeah.
Isn't this just like COVID?
It is. So China said 3 people died and 500 and something were missing.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure those missing people will just remain missing until everyone forgets about this incident.
Just like COVID.
And then they can claim only 5 people died or whatever.
Like it's 20 people died in COVID in
if
China.
you look at the footage, yeah, exactly. If you look at the footage, more than 5 people died.
No
Exactly.
You know?
Anyway, so people in China that were posting about this on social media were having their posts censored.
Why? Of all things, guys, it's a natural disaster.
And before anyone starts to say something like, oh, because it shows injury or hurt, no.
Nope.
Chinese internet, you can watch people jumping off buildings all day. You can see people hacking each other to death with cleavers.
Yep.
You can see people being murdered. It's fine. It doesn't get censored. It's only if it's politically sensitive.
If you go to Douyin, which is Chinese TikTok, on the front page, it'll feed you videos of people in America shooting each other in crime scenes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So there you go.
I'm just saying, like, for those of you who think that it's being censored for that, no, it's being censored because China doesn't want anyone to see that their fancy port got completely destroyed by nature.
They don't want any sort of disaster to happen on Chinese soil.
That's true.
Just like the floods, right?
Yeah.
Nobody can talk about the floods.
Yeah, but this has happened before. You got some notes on this, don't you?
Yes.
So this is not the same port, by the way. This is a different port that looks very similar.
So this is called the Jiangmu Port, and this is another border crossing with Nepal and Tibet. And this was frequented by so many people. It's frequented by traders. It's frequented by officials on both sides.
A lot of traitors too. Yeah, and all those shills going in to be like, look at China.
It's frequented by people traveling to and from Tibet and Nepal because this mountain range, the Himalayas, are the most famous mountain range in the world without question.
Yep.
You get thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of tourists every year going through these things, right? Now, this was destroyed in a geological event.
Yeah, there's an earthquake.
It wiped it out. Everything was gone, right? The building, the remnants of the building remained basically. And they go, we need to have this port with Nepal. So that's why they built the other one.
Well, they actually rebuilt this one first.
Did, yes. So this happened twice, and they still said, we need to have this sensitive region have open ports where hundreds of thousands of people travel, and we don't care what the experts say.
Yes, because the Chinese scientists themselves, this is the old building, the first time it was, the whole area was destroyed. Chinese scientists themselves said that area is
I put something
bad.
together about that.
Okay, you did.
And I want to give them a shout out because this is not just negligence from China. This is negligence from the government.
Yeah. So you see they built a temporary bridge and they repaired it and they
Why is it got to be a Stalin? Stop.
Yeah, I know.
Get some help.
I know. This is a very good quote from Ken Cao.
Yeah, I thought this is great.
And I thought I'd just read this for you guys. It says, China's infrastructure obsession helped turn a Himalayan hazard into catastrophe for Nepal. China spent years carving highways and tunnels through one of the Earth's most fragile mountain systems. This means blasting rock, cutting slopes, removing vegetation, and redirecting drainage. All activities known to increase landslide risks when poorly managed. So when a colossal mass of ice, rock, and mud suddenly collapses near an intensively developed Chinese border corridor, asking whether Chinese construction contributed to this tragedy is elementary risk analysis. The glacial collapse may have been the immediate trigger, but China cannot claim every successful project as proof of Communist Party greatness, then blame heaven whenever the mountain falls down. Nepal deserves an independent investigation into Chinese blasting, slope modification, drainage disruption, and environmental oversight.
And Nepal is calling for that. Like Nepalese citizens and journalists are calling for that.
China exported its infrastructure model across the Himalayas, and in the meantime have exported the deadly consequences of to neighboring nations like Nepal.
Yeah.
And it's
That
true.
was a great write-up.
If you look at the Belt and Road Initiative, the things they've done in other countries like in Montenegro, where they destroyed this beautiful river, building a dam, or in Zambia, where they destroyed hundreds of kilometers of wildlife and river with like a chemical
people.
Yeah, and people with poison and cyanide like leak into the rivers.
Of people.
Yeah. They don't care about proper geological surveys. That's why you see bridges fall down a lot in China. Because they don't actually care. They just build.
Ken does great work, by the way, so go follow him if you want.
Exactly, yeah. Check him out on Twitter /X.
Whatever.
Yeah. X Twitter.
I don't even know what they're called these days.
Yeah, exactly. Something with a one letter.
Yeah,
you know?
like M or something.
Yeah, exactly. Is this ever going to get to the next slide? There you go. Okay.
So just quickly, we don't have to go through all this, but the risk was known. So researchers basically said, hey, Beijing, I know that you're going to build this corridor, right?
Yeah.
But this area is rough. It's fragile. Maybe reconsider this, right? And they get all the sources here.
Also, like, it's not very stable. The ground there is very.
That's why I said
unstable.
it's fragile. It's unstable. It's not a place you do this kind of stuff. It's where you take a hit to your economy or potential trade, or China wants influence and control over Nepal, right, and all its border regions.
Yeah.
You take a hit to that kind of stuff in favor of human lives.
Yes.
And that's what civilized countries do. That's what countries, even third world countries, right, that aren't dictatorships, they care about the citizens' lives because that's the moral thing to do, right?
Yeah.
So you side that, you table that stuff, right? So if you go to the next slide here, the researchers actually figured out that about, I think it was 44% of the area here.
Yeah.
Because they did a railway study, they found that this area is not okay to build on, right?
Yes.
So like 44% of proposed railway study area was an extremely high susceptibility to failure.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So you have scientists in China, always keep this in mind, the doctors are not like the scientists. Like doctors in China don't even need like a doctorate degree. A scientist that like studies abroad and does geological surveys and stuff, they are a scientist. You have to listen to them, and the CCP does not.
No, they don't care.
They did these surveys, they handed the documents to the Chinese government, and the Chinese government continued building at the same scale that was initially proposed.
Well, you know how they mitigated this is they said, well, let's just build on this unstable place, and then we'll just do like evacuation drills.
Correct. That's what you just saw.
And that's what they did. They're like, oh, we'll do it, but then we'll prepare people. We'll set it up and like have a happy clappy thing. We're going to give people a bottle of water and a piece of ramen and say, hey, come. When if something happens, we're prepared, right? We'll just hobble over to this little tent and we're okay.
Yes.
And then they like tick it off as like, okay, let's move on.
That just disturbs me that while doing this and doing the, when it's proposed, they have experts go and figure this stuff out.
Yes.
And then blatantly ignore it.
Yes.
Right? It's just to say, it reminds me of all the patents and stuff they do. It's just to get something done.
Yeah.
It's not that it's going to be used or honored. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's just blatant disrespect of the scientific surveys of these areas.
Yeah, it's terrible.
And again, I think that this is my least favorite part of this whole thing is this all happened before.
Yes.
Right. So you have so much data, like recent data to go off of to say, we've done this with a port twice.
Yeah.
We had to move this port to another area that's just as bad, if not worse.
Yeah.
Because we do not want to stop our Belt and Road Initiative project with Nepal. We don't care about people's lives.
Yeah.
And we have been in a situation time and time again where we haven't warned Nepal that this stuff is happening. In fact, there's a quote there. Can you see that?
Well, we did not get any warning of a flood in advance from China, as there's no such mechanism in place.
That was in 2025.
Yes.
Okay? This happened again, and I have some stuff here.
And that's the worst part is, if there was proper warning from China to the villages downstream in Nepal, then lives could have been saved. But they didn't even call the local police or anything, nothing.
In Nepal and in India, media reports and regional observers point to specific issues that exacerbated this catastrophe. The flash flood hit downstream Nepali village just 3 minutes after the initial upstream event in Tibet occurred. Nepalese journalists and officials have criticized China for not utilizing existing cross-border communication channels to alert Nepal that a massive wall of water was heading their way. The lack of warning left local residents and hundreds of tourists completely blindsided. And what's so disgusting about this is you showed the censorship of this kind of stuff within China. It shows this, to me, I mean, maybe there's a devil's advocate situation here, but it's got to be intentional that you didn't share this stuff.
Yeah.
Why did you not warn anyone?
They don't want people to think that China had anything to do with it, They just don't. They hope it just goes away.
It's like this every time something happens. Every time. floods, COVID, explosions, everything.
Yep.
You block it, you block it, you block it.
You just censor it and hope people forget.
And they do. People do forget.
Yeah, people forget about this too. China definitely played a role in this, and it really irks me that everywhere you look, it's like the Nepal floods. You don't see anything about, the China Nepal floods.
Yeah, I mean, if we were to tally it up, it was like maybe 10% of the article said China Nepal floods. Everything's Nepal floods, Nepal floods.
Exactly. China's within...
What's that building then? You know, like,
yeah, exactly.
What are these buildings?
Within China itself...
That's the Jiangmu port.
Yeah, by the way, within China itself, they're completely censored anything about it. But if it's discussed, they only talk about the Nepal side. They don't say anything about their ports. They don't say anything about Chinese infrastructure that was destroyed. It's just Nepal, Nepal.
I do want to count this off by saying, and I say this all the time, but I think it's very important. North Korea runs with a media blackout, right? Nobody can know anything in the whole world. You get executed, right?
Yes.
China operates with the exact same idea and goal, but they run it in a different way. They have money, people have access to the internet and stuff, but they black out specific things that they don't want people to see. And that's a much more effective apparatus. Like if you ask a North Korean, even though they're fully cut off from the entire world, they probably think that their situation is so bad that there must be something else out there. Whereas in China, they know that there's another world, there's other places and all this kind of stuff, but they still get drips and drabs of certain stories.
Yeah.
That their narratives has just been warped by the CCP, but they feel like they're informed.
Correct.
It's bad.
It is bad, yeah. Anyway, time to lighten the mood, guys. We're going to do Beyond the Great Firewall. We've got a fantastically funny thing today. Sometimes... China, in general, lacks creativity. Okay, it does. I mean, that's why they have to steal IP from everywhere, because they can't create anything. But you do get cases of people who are wildly imaginative and come up with really fun things, and we've got something fun to share with you. You translated this, and it took an age.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
We don't use AI and stuff like that. So
yes.
So, and I know there's tools out there for that, but we refuse.
Yes.
We add our own touch to it too.
Yeah.
So this guy, I'll set this up before we watch it. This guy found out that he had a male mosquito in his house. And he didn't want it to die. So he kind of revived it, right? Brought it back from the brink and made it into his pet.
Well, that's the story anyway.
That's the story.
Let's take a look.
快死了啊！大家好，我是柯明。1周前家里进来了一只公蚊子，因为公蚊不吸血、不传播疾病，只吸蔬果汁液，所以我把它收养。
Wow, he's so fast.
I know.
So he adopted it. I hope you guys are keeping up here.
So yeah, male mosquitoes don't bite. This is a little fact for everyone out there. Male mosquitoes don't bite. Female mosquitoes do. And by the way, I think the biggest insult to all of this is that the female mosquitoes are not biting to drink your blood for food. It's kind of like lipstick.
Is it?
It's to attract male mates.
Oh, really?
Yes, it's like a pheromone type thing.
Oh, I've never really spent that much time thinking about it,
You should. It kills. This is the biggest killer in the world.
Yeah.
Malaria.
Yeah, for sure.
And mosquito-borne illnesses.
Yeah.
Anyway, the males, you shouldn't blame them. They're the good guys.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah.
让了下来，并且教了他一些指令。
So he taught the mosquitoes some commands.
过来。这个时候他的状态都
He totally had someone with a fucking
stop.
Okay, all right, okay.
Don't break the story.
All right, okay.
有些正常。起飞，蚊来，跳一个。但可能是最近空调温度开得太低，他现在不吃东西。
Oh, because he put the aircon on too. It was too cold, so he wouldn't eat
血
anymore.
浑身应激，我也不知道这是不是蚊子感冒的症状，我总感觉他快不行了。于是我当下决定带他去医院。
So he's going to take him to the vet.
Yeah.
Okay.
我知道了啊。哎，蝴蝶。不好意思，这是一个小插曲。小蝴蝶，我真没时间跟你说了，我现在我去给他看病了，你快走，走吧，拜拜。快到了。到了。异虫专科，没错，就这儿了。
你养的，你给蚊子看病来了。
叫一个乌龟，它怎么了？
它长肿瘤。
It's an exotic pet.
Yeah.
你裤子上。
Thank goodness. He almost lost it.
主要是看病。这边能看哪个医生？
你要看什
么？就是我手上这个蚊子。
好像不能看了。
不是说什么都能看吗？这不是益虫医院吗？
这也太低了。
完了，看不了，去下一个地方。 到了。这能看益虫是吧？宝贝怎么了呀？节肢动物可以看吗？蚊子可以看吗？
蚊这个看不了，它这个看不了的，看不了这个。我真的给蚊子看不了，实在是抱歉啊。
没事，咱们换一下。哎，你好，这是宠物蚊子吗？对啊，可以拍个 CT 吗
？CT scan
或者抽个血看。他现在是空腹的状态。
没有那么点儿，没有。
哎，你好啊，对。
那这蚊子不行。
换一下，换一下。你好，
看不了，不好意思啊，您再问问吧。
咋办呢？
No one wants to see his mosquito.
So he goes to the traditional Chinese medicine hospital. Pause. So even he's kind of like, you could tell he doesn't believe in Chinese medicine or whatever. But to me, this exposes something hilarious.
Yeah.
Is that he got a TCM doctor to see the mosquito.
Yes.
The other people not seeing the mosquito were being reasonable.
Yes, exactly. So this is how traditional Chinese medicine works: is they feel your pulse.
Yes.
So you put your hand, they feel your pulse, and then they diagnose that you've got
up.
too much, like, I don't know, wetness in your
It's
body.
like tarot cards or astrology. It's like that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Or psychics. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Exactly. So the pulse feedback is.
这个脉象反馈上，你这脉就是沉脉，典型的有点气虚，你就作息状态。
Short of breath. Do mosquitoes breathe? Like, I guess.
Yeah,
they do.
They
but I'm just. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
But like, how would you tell?
You wouldn't.
Yeah. Your sleep schedule is bad.
最近有没有头晕头疼？
Has he had dizziness or headaches recently? Hey, watch. This is my favorite part.
Okay, all right.
Doctor's asking you a question.
And he said, yeah.
He goes.
That's
张嘴
hilarious.
我看一下舌苔，脾气不足，一个胃气虚，而且肺气虚。
There's a lack of temper. The lungs are weak. And
He just goes on.
肺不足，怎么调呢？肯定是不用吃药这种，没啥大事啊。回去喝点姜汤水。
Go back and have him drink some more water.
No, that's the most
That's
Chinese
China.
doctor thing ever. Yeah, that's so
泡个
funny.
脚，驱驱寒，感觉好点了。
Soak his feet.
He's feeling better.
小文精力又恢复了。谢谢大夫啊，谢谢大夫。
有什么需求啊？随时过来。
拜拜拜拜。行了，看完病了，咱们先去看演唱会。蚊子可以带吗？可以。
The guy's not even paying attention.
That's hilarious.
They brought him to see me.
太开心了，小文。
That's so funny.
It's great. I thought that was a great story. That was
Definitely.
very, very funny.
Yeah, very funny.
Um,
This is tragic.
this is not funny.
Yeah. Remember last time we showed you the guy with the shoes?
Yes.
Remember we showed you this guy and
Ugly shoes.
he had those hideous shoes that cost like $1,500 US dollars that he bought when he was studying abroad.
In the UK.
Yeah, when he was all rich in a Florida and he went home and all he could get is a delivery driver job. This is a similar
Where they
story.
make nothing.
Yes.
They make nothing. This is, just to set this up in case you haven't been out following the show, millions of people in China right now that have master's degrees.
Yes.
Right? They have graduated. They've had lives abroad. They come back. They literally can't find work because the economy is so bad. And when they get these delivery driver jobs, it's not like here when you're doing Uber Eats or DoorDash, where you're not making very much anyway. It's like that times a million because you have to fight for orders with a billion other people. And you're making like 1 yuan per order
and
sometimes.
Chinese people don't tip. You do,
No,
and,
there's
and
no
I mean,
tips.
and I'm not saying that like as in they just don't tip.
No. It's not part of the culture.
There is no tipping in China. It's not part of the thing. When you go to a restaurant, there is nothing written down there about like, oh, this is 15%. There's nothing. It's just like pay that and go.
Unless you went to like a place that scams foreigners.
Yes,
Definitely
of course,
get
yes.
that.
Okay, so since I started working as a food delivery driver, I've almost forgotten what I used to do. Okay, let's see. This is him delivering all these orders around the place. And so he used to be an aspiring musician.
Devastating.
Yeah. Yep.
What if I told you
Mm-hmm.
that this post went viral in China because it resonates with literally millions of people?
Yep.
And what do you think happened?
His social media got banned.
That's correct.
So his social media got banned because he just posted that sort of like regretful kind of video. Because you can see the guy obviously had to study hard.
He's
and
a
was
star.
up and coming. He was going to be this violinist, you know, and it takes a lot of study, a lot of
China,
hard work.
that's top 0.1%,
Yeah.
you know.
And then you still end up a delivery driver. And when you put that video out, what does the Chinese government do? It bans and deletes that because they don't want people to see that the reality.
And you'll get potentially arrested.
Yeah.
For causing disruption to society.
Yeah.
It's effed up, dude.
Yeah, they've got that thing called social harmony, and there's an actual law in China which is about disturbing social harmony can get you in trouble. So it's crazy.
Imagine you, as a viewer right now watching us, not being able to express yourself in this way.
Yeah. It's terrible.
I told you, it is North Korea. It's just very selective.
Yeah.
And they can just make stuff go away.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, I mean, it's in theme with what we showed you last week. It's, yeah. Now we got to lighten the mood again.
Slopaganda.
Now, you may have heard about these robot Olympic games.
Yes.
I think we need to dig old Ramses II out of the grave again. What do you think?
Sure. Quickly, though, they had this like Olympics type thing where basically they said they've invented all these very fast running robots and they selectively cut all the footage.
Yeah, we're going to show how that works.
I want to show you the real footage.
So let's have a quick look first, okay?
Rise from your grave.
Boring, monotonous, and actually don't want to do this kind of work, really.
He doesn't want to chill anymore?
He doesn't like doing this, yeah.
The World Humanoid Robot Games are underway in Beijing in a stadium repurposed from the 2022 Winter Olympics.
Okay, so you're seeing all this glazing everywhere. Yeah. Look, a humanoid robot just ran 100 meters in 9.396 seconds faster than Usain Bolt's world record. Well, I mean, of course, it's not a human, is it? It's a machine.
Put wheels on it, it'll go 10 times faster, you dumbasses.
But
who cares? It's a toy.
By the way, there's a point to all this. I'm going to show you one more clip quickly here.
Running faster than Usain Bolt over 100 meters.
Do you notice it cuts as soon as they pass over the sort of finish line?
Keep that in your mind as you watch this.
I'm actually going to pause it here. This Robot Olympic Games has fueled massive amounts of investment because people watch this. They watch these news things like faster than Usain Bolt. And they're like, I want to invest. So the company like Unitree, their stock shares go up like 600%. That's the point behind these little showpieces that they do.
Yeah.
But let's look at the reality because you see these slick articles, you see these glazing articles, you see these news things saying like, whoa, look at these robots. They're doing all this and that. But let's actually see what really happened.
Wow.
Okay. See, they cut it. Watch, they're going to cut again. As soon as they go over it.
Really?
This is what actually happens. They don't show. It's like a suicide run.
It's a bonsai run.
It is. Yes.
That like exploded.
Yeah, they do.
Food.
Let's show you the reality.
Sure. Oh, it's toys.
Of course, they're all remote controlled.
It's an RC competition.
Yes.
Yes. Now, I think that is pretty
This is what you're not seeing at state media.
Yeah.
Or even the Western.
Yep. Yeah, it's crazy. You think that one got off scot-free? Lift that lightweight. Yes. Yep, he's even controlling it.
It's a toy.
Yep.
Fuck you.
What is going on? It's disturbing.
Yep.
Fuck you.
What do you do with that? It's a ball competition.
Fuck you.
Yep.
Fuck you.
The kid one?
Yes.
Right in the head.
Yep.
Fuck you.
That's really quite cool.
This is supremely
Yeah, it is.
Very fresh.
Yeah.
Very beautiful.
A lot of shills.
Yeah.
Yep. Go back.
Yes. Back to from whence you came.
Sarcophagus.
Yes. So that's pretty funny. I mean, again, it's very entertaining.
It is.
But it's a bunch of toys.
Yeah.
You know, it's like when a couple of like bros get together, like nerd bros, you know, tech science guys, and they're like, let's do a thing, you know, and they program things like, oh, we'll make my Linux machine turn on my coffee maker or something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's fun.
It's fun. I also just think that like Rube Goldberg projects are more entertaining.
It's
like
the same thing.
they're like more innovative. You know what I mean?
Either way, the whole point is that these shows of these robot toy things, it's meant to drive up investment, and it's very impractical. None of that stuff's practical.
I'm calling this
Yeah.
the humanoid robot bubble.
Mm-hmm.
You guys might not believe this right now is going to be the same as the real estate bubble.
And the
It's
shared
gonna be
bikes.
the same as the shared bike bubble. It's going to be like every bubble in China where things don't work out. There are billions of dollars in waste.
Yes.
But China got what it wanted. It got initial investment.
On top of that, there'll be billions of dollars. Or there's going to be so much destruction to the environment because they're going to be creating batteries and the plastics and all the crap they have to build. It's all going to end up in landfills and garbage because just like everything else, they're making. There's no demand for this stuff.
No one wants to buy this.
No one needs a robot that can run fast in one line and smash into a wall. You don't need that.
No one needs a robot that can't lift anything.
And there's no like military application because you would use a motorbike or something. If you wanted to go fast in a straight line, you would go ramp over the dirt or whatever. That thing wouldn't handle it like sand.
No.
So again, it's just there to drive up investment. The real robotics that actually matter, like that in automotive factories that build things, those are important. But these like run around toys that like, oh, I can pretend to lift a weight. Come on, let's be honest here. It's just for entertainment.
I wish people would just see through that because it's like you watch the news and I feel like kind of regarded. Like I feel like the world is regarded.
Well, I mean, remember Robot Wars, right? And you got these little things and they go,
that was
hitting
fun
each other.
though because it's for fun.
That's for fun. But like no one needs a robot that goes like, you know what I mean? Like,
those things back in the day would have kicked these robots' ass.
Easy.
Those saw ones or whatever,
Yeah,
the
exactly.
flip ones,
Yeah.
the flip, you know, the wedge ones.
Yeah.
Those always won.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever not won. Like
Yeah.
the wedge shape because it tipped everything over.
Yeah, exactly. And it's got something that like flips things over.
I
and
would
things.
make one of those big wedge ones that just run these guys over.
Yeah, it'd be funny.
You know.
Anyway, so what do we got here? We got our hand machine ghost hanged 10 limited merchandise.
It's almost gone.
Mm-hmm.
Super limited.
Yep.
This is our third piece in the Hand Machine Ghost series.
Mm-hmm.
It's about phone addiction, but it doesn't have to be. It's just a cool ass design.
About being addicted to the algorithm. And rather than actually going out there and surfing, he's sitting on his surfboard in a dried up lake seabed. You know? Seabed lake. Whatever, a body of water that's no longer there.
Correct.
So, you know, he's sitting there rather on his phone, and his phone has a tether around his neck. So his phone is taking away from him actually doing the real thing.
Thanks, 10.
So a great conversation starter, a
It
badass design. You know, if you wear it, people will talk about it. It's
Alice
fantastic.
Cooper liked the last one.
Exactly.
He said he did to one of our fans.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
Exactly. It's a picture of
yes.
one of our subscribers next to Alice Cooper
And he
wearing
said,
his Hand
"Do you
Machine
think
Ghost
this is
t-shirt.
cool?" And Alice Cooper said, "Yes."
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
Yes.
Yeah. So again, Hang 10 is about trading real sunsets, real waves, and real moments for social media content, drifting away from genuine experiences, surfing deeper into the endless feed.
That's right.
So grab one.
One of the last chances. You can get it in hoodies, you can get it in t-shirts, women's cuts t-shirts, you can get it in wall art, stickers, all kinds of stuff. So get it right now because we're going to pull it and it's not coming back.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Go to the ChinaShow.threadless.com. Buy one for you, buy some for your friends and family. Everyone's loving it. It's getting massively good feedback, so don't miss out.
Yep. So there's the URL. I think there's a link down below as well.
Of course.
So yes, grab one while you can. They're awesome. Or not, and be square.
Yeah, you're going to be so square if you don't have that. You dork. You freaking nerd.
By the way, this is what you missed out on Monday. Super fun.
We're going to get into China's fast food chains.
Yeah, and we're going to show you a lot of footage of people on the street going and eating and stuff. We'll get into that, but we've got tears, right?
Yes, we got tears. So we're going to cry a little bit because we're going to remember some of the worst experiences we've had, which might bring some tears. But I do want you guys to understand how different this is. You can get a whole fried chicken.
This is gross. Yeah, that Squid Ink burger, that the Angry Birds, like a green bun and
too much weird. There's too much weird crap.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I've never had a situation where this wasn't good, clean, and consistent.
Yeah, it's not the wing, because that's actually good, and that'll be saved for like real consumption.
Yeah, for like soups and stuff.
Yeah.
Don't eat it, Dickos.
No, not very good. Stay away from Dickos. Like 4 chunks of dirty lettuce as well. Hadn't even been washed.
You know when you wake up in the morning and you have bad breath, you didn't drink enough water or something? That's what the rice tastes like. I feel so bad for these guys that are like, oh, this is edible. Do you think Monsters Incorporated work together with Pala Burger?
They don't have to care about licensing, since their entire brand is a knockoff anyway.
True.
Okay, so, we actually showed you some fast food in China, as you can see here. Stuff that we filmed, and you can see what it's really like from the lowest rung of society up. If you need to get some fast food in China, what you can get, how much it costs, what the experience is like, and we rated all the different fast foods.
You are true. It was fun. We did a whole tier list. It was a great one.
Yeah.
If you guys are interested in that kind of thing, you want to go to our patreon.com/ADV podcast, because it's the best way to support us. The money goes directly to us. It supports the show you're currently watching right now.
Yeah.
And we have over 200 episodes. We do it every Monday. So if you like what you see today on the Friday show, today's Friday, then you'll love what we do on Monday on our patron show. If you just can't get enough of us. It's very much like the China show, but it's got more hyper-focused topics.
Yes.
Based on personal experiences and things like that, rather than the news. A lot of evergreen topics as well.
Yeah,
You're gonna love
exactly.
it.
And, we show a lot of footage that we've never released on our channels before from China. Like, for instance, this stuff that I filmed in Shenzhen. And it's just kind of cool. We give you a little bit of a glimpse into topics that, as you say, we never cover on the main show. So it is a completely different show.
It is.
So if you have the means, we know it's a big ask, but we'd love to see you there on Monday. It's always fun. It's always a blast.
The community is incredible. We're very welcoming, and everyone likes to welcome in the new people that come in.
Yep.
You guys vote on the topics too. You give us topics, we vote on them.
Yep.
It's all interactive, and we answer every question in the Q&A section without super chats.
Correct.
Yep.
Super fun.
It's super fun.
It's super, yeah, exactly. Like mian and fun, 吃饭的 fun.
Oh, yes.
You missed that one. I'm surprised.
I just didn't hear you.
Oh, really? What, the part about fun? The super fun?
No, I just didn't hear it clearly enough.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Yes. Fun means rice in Chinese, if you didn't catch that.
But it's spelled fan.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Yeah,
are
you a big fan of fun?
I am. I'm a big rice fan.
Yeah. Rice is pretty good. I don't know.
Rice me up,
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Do you prefer rice or noodles?
It depends. Probably pasta, for sure. You mean Chinese noodles?
Yeah.
Rice. But yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'm also rice. Yeah, definitely rice, dude. Fried rice, can't go wrong with egg fried rice, man.
For faux show.
Yeah, pho. Now we're getting into pho. Yeah,
that's
I don't know.
Vietnamese.
Yes, exactly. This goes on.
I'm gonna have that for lunch today.
Yes, exactly.
Do you know what's interesting?
What?
Was we filmed a full-on documentary about eating Chinese food in America, and it's called Quest for the Best Chinese Food in the USA.
Yes.
And it's a full production.
Yes.
Like, you filmed it, I edited it. It's we're very proud of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's on YouTube, right? So you can check it out. But we also put it on our channels, and we didn't want to call it the same thing. So I called it like trying to see if there's good Chinese food in the USA, and it went viral. You put it on your channel, it got like no views because you called it Rice Me Up Baby.
Yeah, I did. Something.
Why'd you call it
I wanted to be different.
No one clicked it. They're like, what does that mean?
Yeah, well, I was trying to riff off that whole supersize me thing.
Oh, rice me up.
Yeah, exactly.
I just picture a man laying in like a basin and someone's pouring rice on top. In the supermarket?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, why not? Anyway,
I don't know why I pictured a man doing that.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah.
Anyway, it was fun. Let's move on, guys. Let's move on to Worldview, where we talk about everything in the world, specifically with regards to China. Okay, quick one here.
This is your forte.
Okay. Ex-safety team conducted an investigation into suspected Chinese inauthentic accounts involved in influence operations. We identified a bot farm of approximately 200,000 accounts. Within this farm, we found 200 accounts posting in a manner that could manipulate a legitimate debate about American AI and energy policy. Okay, it's quite simple. China doesn't want America to build AI data centers because China right now is building AI data centers like unrestricted. They don't care. They're just building. No, they build coal-fired power plants.
Correct.
They build huge amounts of power stations everywhere, and they just build these things, massive in scale, eats up all the energy in the world, pollutes the entire world. They don't care.
Nope.
And they're just pumping them out because they want to be the leaders in AI.
Correct.
But America still has the edge because it comes from America, right?
They make the technology.
They made the technology. China just copied it. But just like America made the technology for solar panels, China's now the leader in producing solar panels because they just produce a lot of it.
Not the best.
No, they're the leader in the majority, like in the bulk.
Ones.
Yes, they make the most.
Yes.
So they're the world leader in producing it. They want to do the same with AI. So they want to stifle competition. They want to hold America back, make America stop putting out data centers so that they can become the monopoly. So the whole world now has to bow down to China's AI prowess and rely on China for AI.
Yes. So what we want to do is when we talk about this is make sure you understand that we're not talking about the actual debate of whether or not American AI data centers should be in certain places. That's a debate for whatever. We're talking about China's influence campaign to stop it altogether.
So I had a little thought the other day. You know that there are lots of things, like you get very noisy, horrible factories, right? You get power substations that buzz and are horrible to live nearby. You get all kinds of different things. Yeah, the Amazon distribution things. Why is it that nobody talks about those? Why is it that there's one singular
Well, they will. They'll
issue?
talk about them in a local area.
Yes, in a local, but I'm saying,
in my area, fracking was a huge deal, and they actually got it to move out because it was bad,
yeah, of course,
right?
in a local area. Yeah, and I get it.
But that debate didn't happen 100 miles down the road because they weren't trying to put fracking in that area.
Yes, exactly. Right. Or if there's like a noisy cement factory or something in a certain town, the local people will protest it, or they'll go write the government. But it's that you don't have a person all the way on the West Coast talking about it, or in the middle of America, or something like that.
Usually not.
Yeah. Yes, usually not. But with AI data centers, everyone and their mother talks about it. Grandparents are talking about it. Your weird uncle's talking about it. You know, your kid learns about it at school. Everybody's talking about AI data centers being bad. And I was wondering, what is it that is pushing this knowledge or this opinion on everybody? Why is everybody talking about it? People that don't even understand what an AI data center is, they're like, it's bad, it uses water and drives up electricity costs, which, by the way, if you look into it, those claims are exaggerated or not very true.
They do drive up electricity costs in the media areas,
in the local areas, but not nationwide. And that's true. And I'm not saying that this is not a problem that needs to be looked at. But why is it that everybody knows about it? It's because you've got these foreign influence campaigns making sure that you want to shut these down so that they can win. All right? Whether there are problems or not that need to be mitigated, which there are, doesn't matter. The point is that you probably know about this because of foreign influence campaigns.
That's what we cover.
Yeah, exactly. Specifically from China, because China wants the edge. China wants to just keep building these things with reckless abandon and stop America from building them. And that's why it's weird when you hear about data centers, for instance, wanting to be built in like a rural Utah place or something, and people are trying to stop it because that's not affecting local residents. That's not going to cause a problem, but China doesn't want them built.
Correct.
You know what I mean? And so they're paying protesters as well, these through NGOs, and they're 100% spreading this stuff online. This is some of the things that the Chinese bots were sharing, you know?
My request to X is, how about remove the other millions of Chinese accounts on there too? But yeah, here we have these fake posts, which are made by Chinese bot accounts, and you can usually tell they have anime avatars and then some very cookie cutter name. You can see that here, right?
Yeah.
And so they share these around, and these 200,000 accounts were trying to push this. So you can look at that post and even agree with it in some way, but you have to understand why it was made and who put it out, because it's not there for wholesome reasons.
Yes, it's not.
It's a state campaign.
It's not your American neighbor who's concerned. It's China trying to make you put a stop to data centers in your country, not even in your area, like around the whole country.
It's like they do with everything. They run these influence campaigns to try to stop something that they don't want America to be better at.
What I would like to implore everybody to do is to do some proper research. Okay?
Do your own.
As in, you know, when you see these claims about what data centers are supposed to be doing, look into it yourself and then make up your own mind.
And also, I think the most important thing is, whether it's about data centers or not, make sure your sources are not Chinese bots.
Yes.
Because that's very important.
For sure. And there are problems with data centers, but they're wildly exaggerated usually.
By China.
Yes. You know, now they use closed loop water systems. It's not evaporative cooling, so they're not like losing water or things like that. There's a lot of misinformation being spread by China out there. I'm just saying, do your research and figure it out for yourself. And if you don't like data centers, then nothing wrong with that. And if you like them, nothing wrong with that.
Just don't
either.
get that opinion from the CCP.
Also, just remember that modern data centers are like the automotive industry of yesteryear. They bring in jobs, they rebuild towns, that type of thing. There's a lot of positive that can come out of them as well as a lot of negative. So just weigh everything up yourself.
Don't get it from China.
Yes, please. Don't listen to Chinese bots and form your opinion from them. Anyway, friend of the show, Lane Kendall, had something to say. What do you want to say?
Hold on. Before we play, I just want to set up, because we're not going to play the whole thing. It's like 7 minutes or something. But I want you guys, as your homework, to go check out his account on this post.
Yes.
Because he made some absolutely amazing points. And one thing I'll say is there's a certain politician in the U.S. that's proposing a bill that if you are paid by a foreign government in any way, shape, or form, then you have to state that to your audience as a social media influencer, because the laws in place right now don't cover that kind of stuff. It's archaic. It's newspapers. It's like World War II era, Cold War stuff, right?
Yes.
The laws need to be updated so that, because most people get their information off social media, not traditional news sources anymore. If you don't have laws that protect that, then your audience doesn't know where they're getting their information from. And imagine if you're a top influencer in America and your narrative is coming via dossier from China or Russia or Iran or any of these countries that don't have America's best interests in mind, then you have to disclose that to your audience. And it doesn't matter if it's from an adversarial nation, any nation.
Yes.
Don't you think that would be an amazing idea?
It's incredible.
So he actually did a deep dive into this, what it would be, who would be affected by that, who opposes that kind of stuff. We're just going to look at a couple seconds.
Okay.
Now, let's start with Anna Paulina Luna. Today, she was speaking to Politico about what I view to be a very good bill that she's going to introduce, which would require U.S. influencers to disclose whether they were receiving money from foreign sources. So if they're getting money from a foreign government, a foreign organization, they would have to tell their audience whether that money is coming from Israel to say something, whether it's coming from Qatar, Russia, or China, which we are going to dig into a little bit more in just a second.
So he's a China expert on Stephen Crowder's show, geopolitics expert. He's a friend of the show.
He's a great guy.
We aligned with him on most of our world views and stuff like that. So go check him out. But most importantly, that bill sounds fantastic.
Yes, I think it's absolutely necessary. If you're receiving, like you said, whether it's from Israel or China,
doesn't matter where.
Doesn't matter. You've got to be able to, you need transparency.
You owe that to your audience, because your audience is a human being and they're just as important as you as an influencer.
Correct.
Tell the truth.
Yep.
Right.
100%. Okay, Justice Department FBI sees platforms operated and used by China. State-sponsored hackers to target U.S. critical infrastructure.
Quick update on this. Basically, what happened was there was a massive infrastructure hack from China.
Yeah.
The infrastructure hack was targeting water systems. It targeted the Department of Justice. It targeted the political branches of the U.S. It targeted electric grids, all this stuff. And what this would be used for is in a wartime scenario or conflict, China would be able to sabotage the U.S. from the inside out without ever having to fight a war. The Department of Justice has managed to seize this and stop it. So this botnet that they had created has now been disrupted, which is fantastic.
Yeah, but once again, look at this. It's like, oh, I found that somebody stabbed me and I managed to stem the bleeding. Never mind the person who attacked me. Let's just wait until I get stabbed again so that I can say, oh, look, I just found another wound to treat.
So we should ignore it?
No, I'm saying this is bullshit because China never gets called out. They're never calling out the attacker. It's literally China's state-sponsored hackers have damaged you, your country, and you never call China out. Why is there not like, let's call the ambassador in and say, stop this bullshit?
So what I'll say is from an American perspective here, what you're reading here, these guys are doing their job and they did their job and they stopped it, right?
Yeah.
It's now up to the U.S. government and diplomacy to do the next steps.
Yes.
Right? To punish.
How many times are we going to learn that China's hacked all the telecoms infrastructure, hacked this, hacked that?
I'm saying it's not up to this branch of government to go out and be I'm
saying they're doing a good job. Don't get me wrong. They're doing a fantastic job. What I'm saying is I'm getting really tired of this being exposed all the time. China just hacked all of our routers. China just installed a backdoor into this. China just hacked. And then it's like, okay, well, they just did this. Are you going to call them out? Are you actually going to say, hey, what the hell are you doing, China? Or are you just going to wait for them to do it again? And then say like, oh, they just hacked us again. Oh, wow, look at this. The attacker doesn't matter. It's like just us repairing our wounds. It's rubbish. Start to go on the offensive. Start blocking the attacker. Start going after the attacker, you know? Call China out.
Talk to the diplomats of America who are not calling China
They're
out.
not diplomatic anymore. They're so, like
maybe a little too
languishing and rolling around doing nothing. I don't. What are they doing? It's like this is a call for action. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Anyway, this is my piece. I'm just getting tired of this. Every week we've got another hack, So that's it for the main show. It's Yamcha time, guys. This is our questions and answers segment where we answer your questions and you question our answers. Of course, it's Friday, so I hope you guys are having a nice, relaxed, chill time. Time to loosen the tie. For those of you not watching live or on the weekend, we bid you farewell. Stay awesome. And for the rest of us, let's get cracking.